coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, man. Yeah, we out here. 33 years of prison stories, man. 33 years of prison stories. You heard me? We just getting started. You know? 33 blood, sweat, and years. You understand? Big love to everybody who support this movement, everybody who support me, everybody who sent love to me, man, in my recovery. I'm still in recovery. And you know, God is good. God in the squad, man. Everything will be what it's supposed to be. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all, all of y'all who got the membership. Y'all know what it is. We're going to keep that fire coming over there. We go live every night on the membership. So if you ain't got the membership, shame on you, blame on you. It's a whole different ball game over there. You hear me? But anyway, man, let's get into it today. Man, this is going to be one of them ones, man, where as to, it's been a few times, more than a few times in my bit during my time, man, where I felt like maybe today I might lose my life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, because of incidents and situations that I found myself in. And sometimes it don't necessarily be who the opponent is, who the opposition is. It's the position that you put yourself in. And that's a learning process in prison as well, man, that you have to learn step by step. But the only thing about learning things in prison is you operating with very thin layer of mistakes. You can't, you know what I'm saying? If you really make a too big of a mistake, too big of an error, man, you may can never recover from that. You know what I'm saying? By putting yourself in situations or misjudging a situation or miscalculating the situation or a person, you may can't recover from that. This incident happened, man, because you know during this time, man, I was doing a lot of gambling. Right, I was doing a lot of gambling. I was on the State Farm, Power 10, doing a lot of gambling. You know, and you know it just was a way of life for me at that time, man. You know, trying to survive, trying to hustle, trying to get it. You know, so a lot of times, man, you'll get the gambling, get in poker games, dice games, whatever the situation may be. If you win enough and you winning, somebody else might feel like, man, I don't want to gamble with you in the poker game. I don't want to gamble with you in the dice game. Let's go one on one. He trying to win your money, you trying to win his, right? But a lot of times, dudes that you gamble one on one with, man, them dudes be sharks. They be sharks. They card sharks. They dice sharks. They got some cheat in them. They got some cheat in them, but you may not be, you know, you may not be seasoned enough to see the cheat. You can't see it. You know what I'm saying? And you can't understand it. It's so intricate. It's so, you know what I'm saying? You won't be able to see it. I'm telling you, you won't unless somebody pull your coat to it. But you will notice it's telltale signs of somebody cheating because they keep winning. They never lose. Nobody is that lucky. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? And when you're young, you don't understand that. But as I got older, I did understand that. You know, a lot of dudes, man, they got game, man. Man, they got game deeper than Parker Brothers, man. You know, and you don't know these things. You can't comprehend these things. You just thinking you in a bad losing streak or whatever the case may be. So, during this time, man, it was a dude named Ray Ray. I spoke about Ray Ray in some of these videos before. I believe I have, you know. But this dude named Ray Ray, man, at the time he was down, he been down a while. He been down even longer than me, way longer than me at the time, maybe even a decade longer than me at this particular time. So he wanted to get my head up because he running poker games all the time, but he always be running jackleg poker games. What do I mean by jackleg? That means that a lot of people don't want to get in this game. So when you got to pay attention to that, why a lot of people don't want to get in this game, because he's been accused of cheating. He's been accused of skullduggery, larceny. And at the time, then you got to think this past time, Ray Ray had been down a while, and Ray Ray had a little size on him. He, you know what I'm saying, he kind of cut up. He work out a lot too, but he snatch butt all the time too. He be snatching all the time, and he keep that little thing on him. And he had previous uh history of using it. You know what I'm saying? He had previous history of pushing that Bethlehem. So I'm knowing these things. But he keep on telling me, yeah, man, come on there. Yeah, you scared? Let's go head up. We ain't got to go there no table, nothing. We got to head up. Because he knew at this time I'm scrapped. I got some money. Because I've been winning in dice like I don't know what. A little bit in poker, but mostly in dice. But I'm scrapped at this time. He a house man. He run parlays and all of that, right? You know what I'm saying? So he got a little money up there. So I'm like, man, all right, we can do it. So boom, when you gonna get my head up like that, you go in the cell. You go in the cell. You know what I'm saying? You put the cut up, put the curtain up. So if a police come on the floor, even though if he come on the floor, which won't that often on pilots, and he come on the floor, somebody make some noise, you know he up there. You know what I'm saying? You might take the cut down, you get over in the side, let the police just walk on by, you put the cut back up, keep people out of your business, y'all in there gambling, head up, right? So I really wanted to gamble him in dice, but he knew better. So we in there playing head up poker. Now in your mind, you thinking if the cheat is on, you could catch it, you could see it, but maybe not. You know what I'm saying? I think he knew because I just let him know off the top. Look, bro, if you think you gonna be running some slick stuff or you think you can cheat or whatever, woo, that ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you, man, if you try to cheat, we gonna have issue. You know what I'm saying? Man, ain't nobody got time for that, man. We playing head up. You can bring your own cards or whatever, woo. So I said, okay, that's what I do. So we get to gambling. I bring my own cards, right? You know what I'm saying? We get in, we lock in the cell, we gamble, we going head up, man. I'm talking about all day long, man. Count come, go leave out, go get something to eat. Doing count, come back up, we going. So we going about a 2 or 3 day stretch, right? First day it's up and down, right? You know what I'm saying? I make sure I bring a brand new deck of cards every time I go to make sure he ain't got to cheat on me. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I done eliminated the cheat. So now he just got to win off skill. So second day, man, I started getting out on him, man. I just caught fire, man. I caught a lucky streak. I'm beating the snot off of him. Right. I'm leaving about to sell. Every count we gotta pay up. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, what you lost right now, boom. But in prison, one of the dumbest rules in the world is you gotta give somebody a fair shot at gambling. What that means is we'll start gambling in the morning and we already made uh plans to say, all right, we gambling all day. So it ain't like you could go in there in the morning and win and then you quit because you done won about $100 from them, then you quit, you ain't playing no more. You gonna have an issue when you do that in prison, which I think is stupid, but I didn't make the rules in prison. The rules was made before I got there. So I ain't really like that because you could be hot and then you could get cold later on and you could lose the money back, all this and all that. But you know, this is how it was in prison, and if you wanted to gamble, this is what you had to go through. So I started smoking them that morning, right? I come back that evening, I smoke them some more. I come back, you know what I'm saying, later that night, smoke them again. I done beat them the whole day. I done got them for a couple of hundred. You know what I'm saying? Now I know y'all might be like, that ain't nothing. Yeah, it's a lot in the penitentiary, champ. There's a lot, especially when it's coming out your box, it's coming out your cell. It's a lot, right? So I know he mad, he want to get some get back real bad, you know what I'm saying? So boom, but like I said, we've been gambling a couple of days, everything been smooth. Now normally, this is where my mistakes start coming in. Normally, I ain't going in the cell with nobody to gamble without having that Bethlehem on me. That's mandatory, you know what I'm saying? Because anything can pop off, especially if you in somebody else's cell. Now, if you in somebody else's cell, if anything pop off, they in the right. I mean, technically, they in the right. You know what I'm saying? It's the penitentiary, yeah, they're gonna be held accountable to a degree or something. But technically, they're in the right because you ain't got no business in there. You dig what I'm saying? Somebody can, if you go in somebody's cell, it was already understood. People already said this from the time I came in the penitentiary. If you go in somebody's cell and something pop off and do, you know, stab you to death, whatever the case may be, take you out. If he say you ran up in the cell, try to do something to him, and they find you in his cell, especially if it's a 2-man cell or 1-man cell, if you not assigned to that cell, technically, you know what I'm saying, you may lose your life and the man may not pay no consequences. That's already understood. That the bar is understood with that. So you notice when you go in people's cell. Now the problem being, me and him had gambled a couple of days. First couple of days, I got the joint on me. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of police that came in there this third day and did a couple of shakedowns and threw the whole everything off. So while they was doing a couple of shakedowns, they were doing pop-up shakedowns on dude. So I hid the Bethlehem, put it in the cut. Cause I ain't know if they was gonna pick my cell to come shake down, and then I ain't got the, you know what I'm saying, I get tore off. It's ball game for me. So when it come time they leave and I go back up there to gamble, I'm back up there now, but I ain't got the joint on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the joint on me. We call that in the penitentiary butt naked. You butt naked. You ain't got the joint on. I ain't got the Bethlehem on me. But I'm in this cell and I'm locked in this cell. You did? So this winning streak to continue. I'm still beating the snot out of him. So I done beat him to the point now he can't really produce nothing. He got hit in the parlay the night before for a decent amount. I've been beating him for a day and a half. Now, when I'm winning, he ain't got no more money to put up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait, I mean, where the money at, man? What's up? What's up? Cause we putting stuff up right there as we go, right? Put it in the bag, you did. So he ain't got nothing, but he talking about what he gonna get. Man, I got such coming later on. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when you get it, then I'll be ready to play some more. But if I can't see it, I ain't playing. Money on the wood made the gambling good. You know what I'm saying? You know, cash at hand. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on. Other than that, if I can't see it, I can't bet it. So he like, no, man, you got he ain't like that. We been gambling for a couple of days and everything. You already know my word is my bond, man. I'm telling you, I got the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, boom. I'm picking up the big old bag, laundry bag, and tying it up. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna leave, and when you get the money, I'm coming back. You already know. I've been up here a couple of days, bro. I ain't going nowhere. You know, I sleep right downstairs. I ain't going nowhere. You dig what I'm saying? Man, that Bama tell me something, man, you ain't going nowhere now. No, not with all mine, man. When we still got, man, he got a long time for count, man. No, I'm like, bro, hold on, man. You don't tell me I ain't going nowhere. You tripping. So he tells him, no, you tripping, young blood. You know what I'm saying? And he stand up, and I already know the play. I already know he be having that thing on him. And he one of them cold Bama's, man. That he kind of cut up, so he always be walking around with his state shirt. He a state baby. He got money, but he a state baby. State boots, state jeans, state shirt. He a state baby. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna spend. He tight as a Dixie headband. He not gonna spend no money to go get him no sweatsuit or go get him no shorts or no wife beaters or nothing. He gonna wear state. He a state baby. He, you know what I'm saying? State struck, state baby. So he had a shirt on all the time. He walked because he really wants somebody to see that he cut up. So usually when he got that shirt buttoned up, he got that little joint on his side. So I already know we in there gambling. I know he got the joint because the first couple days I got mine too. I don't know if he knew it or not, but I got mine too. But this day I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Just so happened, man. I ain't got it. So, but I mean, this cell, you know what I'm saying? So he's standing, I'm like, man, what's up? Well, I mean, what you talking about? He told me what you wanted to be. I'm like, man, Ray, man, don't play with me, man. You know what I'm saying? No, don't play with me. You ain't gonna just take my stuff and woo. So now it's kind of, it's crazy. It's getting crazy. It's kind of like, boom, I'm standing my ground, but at the same time, I'm in his cell. And I know he's scrapped. And to get to the door, I got to go past him or through him. You dig? So now I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Anybody tell you anything, I'm just tell you the truth. Was I scared? Hell yeah. I know this Bama got a knife. I know this Bama will stab me if push come to shove. And I'm in his cell and I don't supposed to be in there. And I got a bag full of commissary that I'm trying to take out of there. So already in my head, the wheels is turning like, man, this joke can stab me up in here and tell the people I came in and said try to rob it. You know what I'm saying? This the type of stuff going through my head all in real time, right? I'm like, man. So, but I ain't showing him that. I'm telling y'all that. My heart was like, but I'm dangerous when I'm scared. I'm dangerous when I'm scared, man, because I don't know what to do and I'm afraid of getting hurt. So when I'm afraid of getting hurt, man, my adrenaline get there. So immediately now I'm starting to think about how can I get up out of the cell without getting stabbed? That's what I'm trying to think about. Do I think he will stab me? 100%. 100%. I ain't saying I ain't never said that he PUSSY nothing. I 100%. And when you add on top of it, the man get ready to lose all it. See a man walk out your cell with all your commissary, you ain't got nothing to eat in there, all your cigarettes, you ain't got nothing to smoke in there. You know what I'm saying? All your cosmetic products. I'm full up. I done whooped them decent, right? And he telling me that he got parlay money coming to him later on this evening. He got a lot of money. Dudes collecting parlay money from him all over the compound, and he gonna get his bag later on, and he gonna have the money to play. I ain't waiting for that. When you get it, and I can see it, I come back. But he won't trying to go for it. So now I'm like looking at him like, look, Ray, I'm telling you right now, dog. I mean, what it is, man. I'm not staying up here and gamble with you, and you ain't got the money right now. I'm telling you, I'm gonna come back. He said, I'm telling you now, man. Let's finish. We got time right now. You trying to kill the clock. You trying to talking that stupid stuff. This how dudes be talking, right? You trying to kill the clock. What he mean by that is, I'm trying to let the day go by all this time, and by the time he get his money, that's less time he got to win it back, right? That's what he mean. You trying to kill the clock. You know what I'm saying? That's all you trying to do, man. You playing games, young blood. You trying to kill the clock on me. You know what I'm saying? We could be gambling right now. You know my money good, but you want to play games, dog. I ain't with that. I'm like, man, what you saying don't mean nothing to me, man. I won. You act like I cheated you or something. I won, dog. You ain't got no money. We set the rules at the beginning. You said if money on the wood, you can't put no money on the wood. You can't make me stay up in your cell and gambling. You ain't even got the money, man. What is you talking about? He said, what is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What is you talking about? So this is it back and forth. So now in my mind, I'm like, man, I got to take off on this bound. I got to take off on this bound because the conversation is getting so heated that what if he just pull out? Because if I see it, then I'm gonna get even more nervous. I'm already right at peak right here nerves, perfs. If I get right here, man, I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm like, Lord, I gotta take off on. So I'm trying to get it in my mind where what's the best way to do it. And I'm nervous. I'm scared. Yeah, the word scared. I'm scared because if I miscalculate or misjudge, then I could possibly die up in the cell or possibly get hit real bad where I can't recover. Same thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Or get hit in my face or lose an eye or something like that. I ain't going for that. So, because if that happened, I might well be dead because I'm going to want, immediate retribution on everybody and everything for all types of stuff. So, I'm trying to figure it out, and then I don't want to misjudge and make him pull it out or make something happen that don't have to happen. So it's a real tricky situation, bro. And I'm like, man, so I'm trying to figure all this out in my mind in real time, and we steady going back and forth. But I'm steady trying to think what's my best case scenario, man, to get close to him or just to, I don't know. At one point it crossed my mind to say, all right, well, look, I'm going to go ahead on and leave that up here, and I'm going to go down there and use the bathroom, and I'm going to come back, man. We'll figure this out. I wanted to say that so I could go down there and get that thing. so, I think he was too sharp for that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, because I remember in my mind, I kept on saying, look, dog, I got to use the bathroom anyway. And he was like, no, bro. You playing games, young blood. You playing games. So I was like, yeah. So that thought left my mind. So I was like, okay, this is it. This getting too hectic for me. I can't take it. My nerves is getting too bad. So as he talking and I'm talking, like I'm like, man, what we gonna do then? And he like pacing like right there by the door, man. What we gonna do? You tell me what we gonna do. But the way his hands is like he keep on trying to get his hands where it's like if I bust a move, he can, you know what I'm saying? He can up that joint. So I'm like, look, bro, all right, this is what's up, right? So I'm saying in my mind, I just got to, physically, he may have been stronger than me. He may not have been. I was kind of strong at this time too. He may have been. He may not. He cut up. That don't mean he's really stronger than me. I got some wrestling skills. So can I take it from him? You know what I'm saying? This is what I started going through in my head. But okay, even if I can't uh grab him and take it from him, I gotta take off on him first. I gotta stun him with a punch. Bang! I gotta hit him and then just try to grab him and make sure I got his arms. You know what I'm saying? Because if I hit him clean, he might just drop. You dig? And this is what I'm thinking in my mind. But I know I got to get the heck up out this cell. I'm not staying up in the cell and you got this thing on me and we arguing. I'm not feeling this. This is not a good feeling. This is not, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, look, all right, look, bro. So I started talking with my hands to see how he gonna respond. Because all the time I'm just trying to get in position. So I said, look, bro, this is what it is, bro. You said you had the money, and I'm telling you that's cool. I'm telling you I'm gonna come back. But you wanna try to keep me in your cell, dog. I ain't really feeling that. That's making me not really want to play at all. Cause now you on some other stuff, and he was like, man, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm like, yeah, you right, it is what it is. And I saw the shot. I seen it. It was just like, peace. So I seen it because he talking and he doing like this. He was like, no, man, but you, and he turned his head. Boy, when he turned that joint again, I just ain't even think about it. I just stole him. Bang! When I hit him, he stumbled back. When he stumbled back, man, I'm telling you, man, I was like a Black Panther, man. I was on him. I locking him up, but I grab his arms too. I'm like, right up in here, I'm grabbing his arms. I'm like, what you reaching for? What you reaching for? But he had already fell because he falling there. And then when my weight hit him, take him straight down. I'm like, what you reaching for? What you reaching for? So we in there tussling, right? And I see the jump, right? And I grab the jump. He grabbed me, but I'm on top. So I snatch it away from him and I bag up. Right, so when I bag up away from him, then I put the joint in my right hand. I'm like, "What's up, dog? What you trying to hit me? Huh? You trying to hit me, dog?" So he tells him, boom. He get up. He like, "All right, yeah. You got that, mouth bleeding. You got that. Go ahead, do what you gonna do. Go ahead, do what you gonna do. Go ahead, kill me. Go ahead, kill me." I said, "Nah, I ain't trying to kill you. I can though." I said, "I can though, dog. I can kill you. You know what I'm saying? I can, but in my mind, I'm not gonna kill you because I'm in your cell. That's number one. Number two." Yeah, it crossed my mind, but I ain't that stupid, and I ain't that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, get the door open, man. Get the door open. He said, nah, go ahead, kill me. No, go ahead, kill me. And I'm like, I started thinking in my mind, I said, man, that's Bamma crazy. He want me to, you know what I'm saying? You don't know who you playing with right now, dog. I'm at a, right now, I said, man, and I'm cussing, get the door, man. Get it open. So I take the jump, I had it like this, and I flip the jump like this, like I'm giving it a start. I said, bro, get the door open. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, all right, you got that. You got that. Yeah, you got that, young blood. Snatch the curtain down. Waka. You know what I'm saying? Put his arm out the door, waving the jump, trying to get somebody to open the door, right? So somebody hollered up there and said, "You a dog, right?" He's like, "Yeah, get it over. So he popped the door, right? They popped the door. I said, "Man, get out my way, man. Get out my way." He said, "Man, get my knife." I said, "Man, get out my way, man. Get the out my way, man." He said, all right. And he laughed. And see, that's the cynical stuff when them Bambas is, he throwing me off. So he get on out the way. I go out there dragging the bag, right? I drag the bag, pull that joint on about to sell, turn around, head on downstairs. I don't even say nothing else to him. Go downstairs, right? I'm looking behind, make sure he ain't, got a joint in the cut or something. But even if he got a joint in the cut and grab it, bro, the chances of dude running up on you, he know you got something in your hand, it's very slim. You got dudes that's like that, but them kamikaze dudes, I ain't got him being kamikaze. I got him if he can get the drop on you, he gonna get the drop on you. But ain't nobody trying to have no duels or no knife. Ain't nobody trying to do that. So boom, I go downstairs, I drag the joint down there, take the joint there. He in the single cell, I'm in the double cell. Right, I'm in the cell with my homeboy, little Skinny. Man, shout out to Skinny, R.I.P. to Skinny. So I go down there, I drag the joint up in there, I go up in the joint, right, Skinny up in there, tell me, "What's up, young?" I said, "Man, this is Bamma Ray, man. I just had to take the knife from him." He was like, "What? What? I said, yeah, man. So I show him the joint. He said, man, what's up? I said, man, that man will come down here playing with me if he want to, dog. Straight up. He said, what happened? I said, man, he try to keep me in the cell for gambling, man, because he ain't got no more money right now. Right? I said, hold on, let me see what this nigga doing. So I go out and I stand out. I look around, see where he at, see if he coming. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get ready, right? See if he coming, right? So I take his junk and I give the junk to Skinny, get my junk, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting. I don't hear nothing. He don't do nothing. He don't bust a move. So about 20, 25 minutes later, he come down that junk. But I see him coming, right? So I'm laying in front of my cell, standing up on the wall and everything. He come up to the joint. He said, man, let me get my piece, man. I said, man, that's dead, bro. He said, man, let me get my joint, man. I said, man, that's dead, man. So I come up out the wall. I said, that's dead, bro. I said, nah, you don't try to pull nothing on me and think you gonna get it back. He said, boy, I ain't pull it on you. I ain't pull it on you, Sam. I ain't pull it on you. You know what I'm saying? You hit me. You hit me. You know what I'm saying? He said, I ain't trying to talk about that out here. I ain't trying to get loud or nothing like that, man. Ain't nobody got to know nothing about what we got going on, but just let me get that back, man. Let me get that back. I said, you ain't getting that back, champ. You ain't getting that back. I said, whatever it is went on, that between me and you. Ain't nobody gonna come ask me what's going on, so I ain't talking about it. But you ain't getting that back. You know what I'm saying? He told me, that's how you doing it? That's how you current. I said, bro, you should be lucky you standing right here talking to me right now. Don't nobody know what went on in there but me and you, but you know you were dead wrong and you should be lucky standing up here talking to me right now, man. Leave me alone, champ. I'm telling you, leave me alone. He said, all right. Turn around, he walk away, right? So now see, these is the things that to be honest with you, I won't really season enough to know all the plays I'm making. I'm just really making plays off the top of my dome. I don't really know as much as he know about the penitentiary. I ain't even that seasoned yet to know what he know. You understand me? So I'm thinking in my mind, let me see. I probably been in the penitentiary about 10 years though. 10, maybe 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? At this time he probably been in over the dove. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't as seasoned as him. I don't know everything. I'm going off instinct. You know what I'm saying? But I know I ain't gonna get no Bamma no knife back. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if he got that one. He got access to go get another. He been on this compound way longer than me. He know way more people than me. He know way more about penitentiary than me. So I know all of this though. You see what I'm saying? So boom, I don't really want to you know hurt him at the time. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of different reasons why I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt him because I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt him because I don't know if I really have to. I don't want to hurt him because I don't want to pay the consequences for hurt. All of that you have to factor in. You did? So, but I'm nervous because I don't know if he won't feel the same way, whether he gonna try to get me because he accepting it way too easy, for the reputation that I heard about. But in retrospect, now looking back, I know why he was acting the way he was because ain't nobody see it, so he don't want nobody to know. So his reputation is still the same in everybody else's eyes. Don't nobody know unless I get to talking. Yeah, man, I had to punch that Bama Ray Ray in the mouth up in the cell, take the knife from him. Now if I did that, then I'm quite sure me and him would have went to war. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't do that because I don't do that because I won't try to brag. It won't like that. It was something that I felt like I had to do when I did it. You know what I'm saying? But the Bama made me so paranoid that probably about a week later, we just stopped talking to each other, walking by each other and everything. But probably about a week later, maybe not even a week, 3, 4 days later, we on the yard or whatever, moving around. And I felt like that he kept trying to get close to me. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he kept, because wherever I was at, I was over there by the basketball court one time. I look, I see him. I go out there, I walk some laps. I'm walking in laps. He walking laps. He walking the opposite way of me. So I passed him a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? I went over there and watched dudes over there playing basketball. He over there. I kept feeling like Bam was trying to get close to me and sneak up on me. You know what I'm saying? So I pulled up on him, right? I said, let me holler at you, man. He said, man, we ain't got nothing to talk about. I said, let me holler at you, man. So pull up to him. I said, look here, bro. I said, don't nobody even know what really went down between me and you. I said, my bro, I swear to God, bro, you making me too paranoid. Everywhere I go on the yard, you right. He said, man, ain't nobody thinking about you. I said, I'm telling you, bro, you making me paranoid, man. Everywhere I go, man, today, man, I see you. He said, I'm in the penitentiary like you in the penitentiary, man. What you talking about, man? That stuff dead. It's dead. It's over. It's done, man. I ain't trying to talk about it. I said, all right, all right, all right. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just telling you right now, bro. If I think you trying to hurt me, bro, I know you know what it is. He said, man, don't threaten me. I said, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing no more. It is what it is. And I leave. You know what I'm saying? He go on about his business, right? But that type of stuff right there, I do not advise that. If I look back now on retrospect, he didn't never do nothing to me. He eventually we ended up start talking again. Won't like that, but we started talking again. But if I had to go back or if I had to advise somebody else independent, I should have at minimum I should have whooped him real bad and got him up away from me at minimum, because he could have got me. He could have snuck up on me because as time went on, I'm still checking for him, but I ain't diligent like where Ray Ray at? I'm out here in the party today. Where Ray Ray at? Oh, I'm in the day room. What that man with Ray Ray? You know what I'm saying? You get more likes, and that's how you die in the penitentiary because of stuff like that. And just fortunate for me, not because of my intellect, not because of my whatever. Fortunate for me, it didn't happen that way. You know what I'm saying? It didn't, but it could have. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, going back, and the more I learned, more and more going on during my time, I learned how to deal with these situations differently. I learned that when you get physical with somebody, you have to get rid of that person. He has to be removed from your presence. He cannot be anywhere where he can physically contact you, because he could say it's dead, it's cool, we all right. He could dap you up all day long and turn around the next day and run down on you in the shower and stab you to death. It can happen. I seen it happen. You know what I'm saying? Thank God it didn't happen to me. But crazy thing about it is, I run into Ray Ray years and years and years later, right? Now, mind you, I told you he been in the penitentiary way longer than me, so he older than me. He just was in shape then. So when I ran into him years and years later, what was I? Yeah, years and years and years later. Matter of fact, I was on Nodaway. I was on Nodaway before I made parole from, but this was within the first couple of years I was on. I stayed on there like 6 years or something before I made parole. First couple of years, he came on the joint. And he came in the block, right? He came in the block. Came from jail to our block. And when I see an old time or something like that, I always, talk to him, whatever, whatever. And plus, like say what me and him had was eons ago. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. Me and him knew what it was, and that was it. So they put him in the cell, man, and they put a young game him in the cell with him. And he old school. He ain't like that. Now he older now, you know what I'm saying? He old school. He ain't like that. He was trying to, you know what I'm saying, woo. The game dude got a little motion in this block, and you know what I'm saying, he ain't really got no wins. But in my mind, I'm thinking, this old school, this old time Ray Ray, and dudes is talking about plotting on doing something to him. So I'm thinking that he gonna mess around and bust a move like an old timer would do if they know the odds is against him and it's about your selling. Then what you do is during count time, you go ahead and give your seller that business, so you ain't got to deal with the mob on the outside. You deal with him, go on to jail, take your lick, and that's what it is. What you want to do? You want to come out and get jumped by 10, 12 dudes? Nah, you go ahead and take your lick and take it out on him. Send that message and get on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It's better than keeping your face. You keep your face, because if you check in and you scared or something like that, then that's a whole different ball game. Even though the odds against you, I know these penitentiary rules. I don't make the rules. They was made before I got in the penitentiary. You might say to yourself, man, ain't nothing wrong with checking in when you know you got 10, 15 dudes might stab you up. Yeah, but in the penitentiary it is. You got to stand against all opposition. You know what I'm saying? So the best move for that situation is just get your salad. Then you deal on a one-on-one, mano a mano. That's what he should have did. Instead, he knew the play was coming down for him. He said something to me, a couple of other old timers that was in there. Me and him went on that type of basis where as to I was gonna go to war for him. Plus, I'm trying to get out of penitentiary. Had he been one of my, we done had beef. But had he been one of my brothers, then I'm gonna stand with him, even though I'm trying to make paper. But we won't that. But a couple of dudes in there even had told him, man, I got your back, man. They pull that woo, because he had a better relationship with these dudes over the years and decades than he did with me, right? he checked in. You know what I'm saying? He checked in. You know, and I don't fault him for it. I don't hold him to the old convict rules and standards because I knew he was an older dude then. And he said, you know, he sent the word, said he checking in, man. He ain't trying to, you know, sit been down over, you know what I'm saying, 40 some years, man. He just trying to go home. He won't trying to get into that. You know what I'm saying? He won't trying to get back into no more gangster stuff and stabbing and fighting and all that. He won't, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, he checked in, man. The dudes was running around. I could remember the young dudes running around like, yeah, all them old times, they talking about him, he stabbed people and all this and all that. We weren't worried about that. Hey, man, that's old stuff. We ain't gonna be, you know, and they got to feeling themselves, whereas to, I won't feeling it, and a couple of old times in there won't feeling it, but then another old time end up checking them, letting them know, like, yeah, y'all keep on sleeping, thinking everybody old, just whatever he did, but you know what I'm saying, hey, test your luck, you know what I'm saying, so got a little test in there a little bit between the old heads and the little young bucks and the gang members, but you know what I'm saying, it all worked itself out. But that was the last time I had heard from them or seen them, you know what I'm saying. It just goes to show you too in life, man, especially in the penitentiary, brother. Wherever you go, man, I told y'all this a lot of times. You ever had beef with somebody in the penitentiary, brother, if they still in the penitentiary, you still got a potential enemy. You know what I'm saying? He could have simply ran into me all them years later, and I'm thinking like he thinking like, man, it ain't nothing. And he could have been frustrated to the point where he felt like he ain't never getting out to say, oh yeah, I remember when this Bamma punched me in the shin, took the and could have stabbed me in my back. You know what I'm saying? Because I was there relaxed, you know. So these are things that just happen, man. It's just a crazy life that you have to live when you're in there that you never ever want to live. You never ever want to subject yourself to being incarcerated, man. Because all of this stuff is it's non-stop, bro. And it's hard on you, it's strenuous on you, man. Mind, body, and soul, you know. But it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, just wanted to just run that by y'all, man. It was one of them things that was on my mind, man, because somebody I was talking to brought up Ray name, but he was talking about another Ray that I know, which made me think about or recall this story about this Ray. But y'all talk to me in the comments, man. I talk back. Y'all got a throwback one today, man. Well, it went, you know, I got into it for y'all, man. So let me know. Show your love, man. Like I say, support is important, man. If you don't leave a comment, if you don't leave a like, did you ever even watch the video? Who knows? I wouldn't know. The algorithm wouldn't know. Talk to me quick before I forget, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. Hey, man. Duck them hooks, man, because they out there. You hear me? And the penitentiary, unfortunately, they're still out there, too.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.